Hello everyone, happy Monday. It's time for Agricola. As usual, we've got an arena table against Zach, A-Train 55, and L Scout. Zach at 629 right now, A-Train 336, and L Scout 528. Quite a solid table here. In the second seat, right ahead is Zach, so probably the best seat by a bit. Not much though. And some interesting choices here. Beer keg, steam machine as good ways to turn grain into food and or points. Wood rake is solid. Bookcase can be silly. Chicken coop is solid. Remodeling has some... there's some clay possibly in this game. Importantly though, there's an animal reeve here. A pavior. I think it's just a pavior and hope we wheel animal dealer. Seducer, moral crusader, animal reeve. Possibly get taken ahead of the animal dealer. But I guess someone could take animal dealer ahead of reeve. That could easily happen. The miner I really don't know what to take. Moral crusader lines up with chicken coop a bit, but not hugely. Beer keg and bookcase have similar ceilings. Neither seems super interesting. Because I do get this veg off of pavior. And taking beer keg feels a little worse when steam machine could be equally as dangerous. It's probably not quite as dangerous. Gosh, what am I doing here? Yeah, wood rake feels a little too safe. And neither of these is an easy start player, which I do like with pavior. Running out of time. Well, field caretaker looks good. Riding boards as well. Could definitely argue for turn rest plow, but I think riding boards is super good. And turn rest plow I don't love quite as much. Though with that wood rake that could come back in pavior, it does have good synergy there. How good are these ox on the wheel? Stable Master, Papermaker, Animal Tamer, and blank. Sorry, Soldier, you're blank. I'm not even convinced I play the other Ock from my first pack. Roof Ladder's also good in this pack. Wholesale Market could be playable with this bookcase, but these are secondary considerations. Field Caretaker does make me regret the not taking beer keg a little, but it's okay. I'll go with the riding boards. It's a close one. Hello Jackie U, Merrick, Sivier, Heroic Logic, RVDH. All the people lurking out there, hello to you as well. Not to backseat, but you expect fourth pick Animal Reeve. Cool story. Cultivator. And lots of playable stuff. Hi, CW. Well, Cultivator I don't turn down. in most situations. I mean, I've taken, like, Collector ahead of it before. The bookcase looks better, the writing boards looks better. I mean, my 7th pick Ock should be pretty playable. I don't know what that says about my total number of Ocks, but... Tasting is kind of interesting, but I don't think it's interesting enough. Trident is probably my pick here. I don't see myself getting an early pasture. And yeah, the amount of grain conversions is too many compared to the amount of actual grain I've seen in this draft. Well, there's a little more grain. Fodder chamber, bread. Oh my god. Okay. Well, grain conversion all over the place. Which means this is almost certainly Conjurer. Fodder chamber is crazy, given we know there's an Animal Reeve in this draft. I don't think there's any way I can't take that. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty crappy game here. Starting to feel like a decent bookcase, yeah, Merrick. Pretty sick async game we've got going, huh? Yeah, CW, you're killing it. You almost got 9 wood. CW's got the best material deliveryman I've ever seen. Well, that's not true. The pre-nerf material deliveryman, that was some crazy stuff. Printed material deliveryman, CW's got a really great one going with tree guarding. Hey Kung Ming, thanks, you too. It was pretty nice. Animal dealer wheel would be insane? It probably would be. Hey Laser Trip. Yeah, it looks good. No guarantee I actually get all the stuff I want, but that's usual. Yeah, we could probably talk a while about that async game that's going with me, CW, and a couple others, but obviously we should not talk about anything strategic or future-looking in the slightest, as that game is still ongoing. And also, I have a game here to focus on, so, you know, let's do that. Cultivator, Conjurer, Pavior, all can be early. I think I've said this plenty of times before, but I'll say it again. There is no need to play Bookcase before the second Ock. With this hand, I'll happily play like 3 Ocks before playing Bookcase, depending on other stuff going on. Okay, Animal Dealer and Reeve got taken, as did Seducer, but Moral Crusader came back, which I'm not that excited about. Woodrake coming back is great, though. That's a blessing. Both the clay passing miners are going around. I mean, I might have enough wood. Okay, what am I doing here? Is it possible that Party Organizer is the best pick for me? Yeah, probably. The thing is, like, my mid-game needs to be farming. And because Animal Reeve requires it. And I forgot about Animal Reeve when I looked at early cattle. I should have thought longer about early cattle. But it comes around to me 7th, I think. Yeah, okay. Stable Master came around somehow. Brotherly Love always wants to be interesting. But I could easily have enough veggies to justify a wholesale market. Looks like a good hand. Yeah, there's definitely good stuff in my hand. Executing is never quite as easy as you want it to be, though. In my opinion. Okay, we could go for Clay Puncher, we could go for Scholar. Neither of them seem good, though. Stonebuyer got taken. Drinking Trough does seem good here. Scholar really doesn't like Pavior and Fodder Chamber without any extra stone coming in. So I don't think I can take Scholar, even though it works great with Bookcase. And I don't really need to play Field Caretaker and Conjurer and Party Organizer and Stable Master early. If I play Clay Puncher... What am I doing in this hand? What in the world am I doing? Okay, I'm not getting to stone this game. Scholar definitely has a lot of upside here. But this is like 7 or 8 clay? Or do I just say screw it and try for Scholar anyway? Gosh. Also, Clay Puncher wants me to go Clay Puncher, start Drinking Trough, Reedstone, and try to get Pavior 5th in round 2. I'm not sure I can actually do that. Alright. So many of my cards are timed late that maybe Scholar's right here. It's an uncomfortable squeeze with Fodder Chamber, but... Wow. The choice... Three wood implies a start player. Moral Crusader. So Zach probably has Animal Dealer or Reeve. Seasonal Worker. There was a Trap Builder in pack 3. Trap Builder would work really well with Moral Crusader. I forgot. Playing Moral Crusader first is a little odd, though. Is there a first pick, like, Toad or Reed Belt I don't know about? Also, I guess this could just be one Reed because childless. A-Train is almost certainly day laboring second action. I prefer 2 wood to 2 clay, I think. Alright, it's not one of the Lantern or Scales, but it does look more like childless here. Yeah, L Scout is over 500 and A Train is in the 330, 350, 3 something, maybe 370, I don't remember. Expecting to read here. Yeah, this is just childless. Yo! BB Rage, thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. Clay Deliveryman. Oh, yes, of course. Of course. This makes a lot of sense, too. Very nice for me to get Reedstone and free Pavier from the 2-seat. So... L Scout getting an extra wood there. Okay, so... What am I up to here? I dreamed of getting Ak back. That didn't happen. Am I just on room parts, or do I go over-aggressively on this bookcase? No, I don't over-aggressively go for bookcase. Zach taking a fireplace. Very reasonable. Hello, Erwin. Happy Monday to you as well. Zach's food looks good. My food looks good. A-Train is plowing. Is this a cesspit? This could be a cesspit. But they decided to go Reedstone last round. And they haven't used Seasonal Worker at all, which makes me think it's cesspit. There's the Childless. We take more Reedstone. Zach on the funny 3-wood spot, not that it'll matter. Or are they just... Okay, it's not a cesspit. Or if it is, they like it. They like the pigs way too much. Okay. Just 3 wood is fine. 4 clay is interesting for sure. I don't think it ever gets to 6 next round, but I don't think I care enough. I'm just gonna take the room parts. This also pays for bookcase, which is not really exciting. It's more of a technically true thing. I think I am just gonna play a 3-room Scholar game and hope I get enough stone. Oh, so Zach is starting here. Sack cart. Extra Moral Crusader. Well, I thought there was no way the clay got to 6, and here we are. Four wood for Zach, which is very reasonable given that he just threw 2 wood away to sack cart. When I say threw. I get 6 clay or Reedstone? Sweet. I'm getting the world here. Yeah. I'm in a good spot. With Scholar, I want all the Reedstones I can get. Six clay or simply 6 clay, I assume that's a typo. I mean, sometimes my friends and I refer to Clay as nothings. 6 nothings on Hollow right now. L-Scout does take the Reed Stone to guarantee feeding. 4 food doesn't look particularly threatened. There is a Seducer in this game, so L-Scout is the most likely person to have it. I don't know how I got 6 clay here. That's amazing. Build or Ock is a slightly interesting question. Does kind of depend on what other people are doing here. If I don't build, though, things get a little awkward. So I'm just going to build. There doesn't look to be too much pressure on the Ox right now. Stable Master would be fun, but, I mean, everyone's got so much food this game. I'm not thinking that a Sheep Steal does much. We definitely want this wood in hand. I did pass a lot of dangerous stuff to Zazak. Beer Keg included. Reno Flips. Late Growth good for L-Scout. And A-Train. The way the game's set up, I was hoping for early grow, but I might just get second grow while L-Scout parks a little, and that's probably a good outcome for me. Reedstone and Ock is a possible 2 moves I get here. Clay Hut Builder. Okay, there's a butt ton of clay in this game. 19 added already with remodeling and clay embankment to come later in the game. Now I'm really glad I didn't take Clay Puncher. This Drinking Trough is pretty good with Animal Reeve in the game. I am happy I have that. It means I don't need to spend wood on stables to have a lot of capacity. Yeah, I mean, I will start if L-Scout doesn't, because if L-Scout doesn't, then I'm growing 4th if I let Zazak start. Zazak does have enough food, or there is enough food in the game to make parking viable for pretty much anyone here. If I'm in L-Scout's position, I don't mind doing something like plowing and growing 4th with Childless, but yeah, that's indeed what happens. I will go Bookcase and try to hit Cultivator next move, but Reedstone and 3 wood would also be nice. If all 3 of those go, then I don't actually know what I'm taking, which is a bit of a problem. That problem goes bye-bye. Zazak taking the sheep. Yeah, that Seducer is pretty worrying. L-Scout, I would say, likely has Seducer at this point. I guess A-Train could also. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and the clay continues to be injected. You think Red should have taken SP? I am saying that if I were in their position, I might not. Okay, maybe A-Train has Seducer. Also, I hope I'm not misremembering my drafts, because I did play a game over the weekend, and... 3 wood, reedstone, and ock all came back, huh? Alright, I would say my Ox aren't gonna play themselves, except for one thing. They kind of are. The issue is wood police or not. Or is the reedstone tempo for Scholar too good here? Okay, so the questions are, what am I renoing with? What am I parking with? Or do I do the crazy thing? Take reedstone, and if stone flips, I take the wood. That's pretty crazy. I don't usually recommend that. I don't think I recommend that here either. Take the wood. Bless Vincent. I probably want to build a clay room pretty quick here. I'm looking at this round 6 grow and a likely seducer here. And a long time before these, like, very possibly more rooms get built over here. Do I pass this trident or not? It is probably good enough for me to do now. Though the reno to stone could easily be happening in round 9. I mean, the wood rake doesn't help right now. It's either this or drinking trough, I guess. Okay. Drinking trough would be fine too, but I do think I might be building a clay room here. So spending a clay without knowing for sure how much clay I'm getting does seem a little dangerous. Alright, I was not paying attention to chat for a long time. Atzadog is adamant about they should have started. Your hearing experts disagree with you, Atzadog. Whether you want to listen to that or not is fine. But now you have me, Sivir, DVLOT, and Rainier telling you that we are very possibly thinking L Scout's move is fine. Gray agrees with Atzadog, but alright. Now you have an expert on your side, so. Well, there was the beer keg, there was the tasting, there was Steam Machine. So Zach is thinking here. A little unexpected. Goes for 4 wood over start. That is an interesting choice. Okay, we're definitely seeing Seducer. Wow! Plow here, not start? What is happening? Well, I was hoping for start because that gave me chances for 6 wood. But the board next round is going to be pretty juicy regardless, so I just take Reedstone. Growing first here is really good with the resources piling up like this. Zach now starts, possibly with the Trident. We're going to see Seducer from A-Train. The issue with a 4th room is that the stone reno is even more expensive, and we do have late stone. I hope my game's not too ambitious here, but I think I'm going to be able to barely walk the line well enough. Animal Reeve hasn't been played yet. Animal Dealer hasn't been played yet, so I don't know who has those. But I do think A-Train has the Seducer from that pack. Again, if I'm remembering it correctly, don't tell me if I am or not. Yeah, gotta get the Bale of Straw value. It now makes me think they have a sleeping corner or something like that. Zazak has a turn rest plow, nice. Wow! Amazing! Okay, now that that's out of the way. No wood police here. Yeah, I mean, it really does seem like El Scout has Beer Keg somehow. The read actually looks pretty important here. They might not even have to start for grow. I'm gonna see if I can force the issue, but... Whoa! First pick Repook! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Scholar is basically a family grow. My Ox are good. But given this is mid-growth and... someone seduced. Now I have the right amount of read for a room and 2 renos. But yeah, that read grab is very important for me, with A-Train having a lot of clay coming in. El Scout taking Reedstone would be a little unfortunate. Oh. Yeah, no, this is a good reason to keep Childless going. I get 6 clay and Reno. This worked. I can even build a hearth. Three puts me down to 9. Hearth to 5. and a room. The issue is then Field Caretaker and Drinking Trough don't have any ammo, but that doesn't seem like a huge issue. Okay, things continue to be good here. There's so much food in this game. Having the next room is just really great. My first move here is going to be wood. I assume 3 wood. Then 2 stone and build. Yeah, no, this looks great. Cultivator, Stable Master coming down a little late. I might play an Ock normally, or even 2, after I play Scholar, just because I have late game miners that I'm happy to play on Scholar and other stuff going on. Like, Gray disagrees that this is a good reason to keep Childless going. You don't need that much grain for table. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, ambiguity in chats is something that happens more than I like. I feel like I'm getting away with a lot here. Because, I mean, I probably am. L-Scout is for some reason thinking of not taking 4 wood. And there are probably likely big play grabs later, which will make Field Caretaker and Trough plenty playable. I could think about building a couple stables here, but I'm not going to. Fence tempo being incredibly important with Animal Reeve, still possibly happening. Hey Sam, this is a win, you can feel it? Let's hope. There is going to be a 10-point beer table. I do get 2 stone here. Tasting. Okay. I mean, I'm in such a great spot to play Scholar, Reno, and Grow next round. I'm getting my 8th food from Pavior. I need 7. I'm gonna eat the veggie off of Bookcase at some point to feed the Scholar, but like everything's going great. Interesting question is going to be what the Ock ordering on Scholar is, because I want Stable Master and Cultivator and, like, everything played, like, right now. Cultivator is maybe the most important. As great as Stable Master is with breeding pairs on the board and an animal... yeah, I probably shouldn't underrate that. Animal Tamer for Zizak, that I did see. So maybe there won't be breeding pairs on the board, we'll see. A-Train's gonna start with clay supports. Aha. Yeah, that's good. I'm very glad I have this room ready to go. Farm arrangement matters a little for Stable Master reasons. Like, a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, hoping A-Train takes Reed first move. I mean, 2 Reed seems important to them. So I can Reno first action before Zizak can get in my way. Predict how much I win by? You're on -3. Thanks, friend. Gray thinks I win by 6. Alright, everyone wants to Reno. This is my Reno. I guess I'm growing with nothing or Renoing with nothing. Is that a big deal? No. Turns out I could have saved Trident. Missed a Trident food. Which actually... that would have been pretty greedy to try. But if I counted out all my thoughts, if I was rushing the clay room successfully, which I probably was in a lot of worlds, maybe I should have seen that I was growing round 9. Yeah, that's something I might have caught in a turn-based game, or if I just decided to not be lazy and count stuff out closer. But here we are. Sam predicting a 4-point win. Gray thinks it might be a low ball. Rainier going for by 12. 12 is a lot. My opponents are good players. It went from being disrespectful to me to being disrespectful to the rest of the table. But, I probably shouldn't have gotten 3 read. I was also a little surprised I got 3 read. Alright, it sounds like we need to put your channel credits where your collective mouths are. Skillful Renovator, huh? What is the line here? How much do I think I'm winning by? Interesting question. Obviously not playing writing boards for 1. I could get Ock blocked here, but doesn't seem too likely. Merrick's thinks I win on a tiebreaker. Sam barely has any channel credits left after the Shovel Bearer incident. Awkward. Plow being taken again looks good for me too. I mean, look at all the plows everyone has already. Jeez. Let's say 6 or more, 5 or less, or doesn't win. Prediction is live. L Scout raising point ceiling. I do get Scholar down here. So Zach is start player with a lot of stuff. On the board. And so's 3 grain with a beer keg live already too. Yeah, I don't know, like, the other players' games look really good. Mine looks amazing, but there's, I want to say, a good bit of uncertainty here still. Getting a 4-room Scholar out by round 9 with good food is pretty nuts, though. Is Zach doing a full beer keg conversion already? I actually don't need to convert the vegetable because I forgot beer table. I mean, everything looks to just accidentally line up great for me. It's not like I'm missing point ceiling. Cows flip. Alright, do I ever get 3 pigs here? Six wood. 4 wood. Yeah, I mean, I probably got the pigs. Okay. Also, I forgot Pavior hits before the Ock does. Alright, stable placement's here. And these 4 spaces get fenced. Then I think about fencing these 2, or not, depending on how many plows I think I can get. These 3 fields get plowed first. Then I have to decide this one or this one. Is that the right arrangement? Yeah, I think that's fine. It does look like it's going to be pretty high scoring all around. I don't see it happening for A-Train. I think A-Train has helped everyone else a lot more than themselves here, but L Scout taking Clay Oven here, it looks like. Yeah, they really are trying to do a massive pile of grading conversions. Okay, I think I do need to take the 3 pigs first. Then I can try to get Cultivator Plow. You know what would be great is if I can get Cultivator Plow as my 3rd and 4th actions here, just to like sneak it in and all that. I mean, if I didn't take 3 pigs here, then I should have played Cultivator, but yeah, this is totally fine. You would have taken 3 wood over the boars, that's fair. What I'm thinking is that I don't need to be on wood super aggressively with some animal capacity already, cultivator, riding boards. A-Train, I think, might fish. Or, well, no, their day laborer is still really good. So I guess they day labor in row here. I don't think they would bother starting. Unless they're afraid of Zizak building, which Zizak could do here. If I have the chance to take 2 cows, then I will eat some pigs. I do need to eat a bit of stuff here to feed anyway. If A-Train plows, I think that's a signal they have field fences. I don't think it's out of the question, but I didn't see it, so it's hard to predict that kind of thing without seeing. Alright, now I feel more confident about thinking they have a field fences in there. Oh, and Ock gets taken too? Well, Cultivator can wait now. Skillful Renovator coming out, as it almost did, but got delayed. 6 clay is fine. Six clay, Ock, and what else am I doing? So Zach is renoing. I don't have things lined up that precisely, Atzadog. I like to keep my options flexible. Hey look, field fences! I'm psychic. Yes, I wasn't sure Zizak would take 3 boars, but I didn't think it was worth risking given that this is my food, or at least part of my food. Alright, my other moves are start and Ock. Just kidding. I don't need to start. Hauberg. I did not see the Hauberg. That means El Scout opens next round with fences? Well, I still take the cows, I think. I'm playing Cultivator and Field Caretaker in some order, unless I think I'm playing Conjurer here, which I'm playing eventually, but doesn't feel right. I do have enough clay to run the big Field Caretaker option. Pottery's taken. Stone Oven, Joinery, BMW. I should not forget I have this. But I have action advantage. I can afford to be taking these 2 stone actions. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. Okay, lots to do here. I want these cows. I want a plow. Is Party Organizer good enough to play here? It'll be 8 food. I mean, it's almost never worse than 8 food. And I am playing it in round 13. Probably. We'll see. I might play it in round 12. If you meant right now, then no, I'm not going to play it right now. I thought El Scout was renoing, but they started. Oh, also they couldn't, because... Yeah, never mind. It's a Zach renoed in there. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, I guess I knew Steam Machine was possibly there. Getting a restart is generous. Alright, with all the extra pigs in the game, definitely happy to get the cows breeding here. The wood tempo is a little short right now, but that's what we have writing boards for. Yeah, Cultivator does not proc on this. That is a known correct interaction. Okay. Hoping for Plow. If I don't get Plow, things get a little tougher. Not that bad, but a little tougher. I'm definitely first move plowing next round. I don't see any way El Scout doesn't take Urgent Wish. I guess they could take Start over Cultivation. But obviously I'll take Cultivation if I get it. I'm spending a lot of time thinking about how much stone I want this game. Because I'm not taking 4 wood to open next round, I probably should just take 2 right now. Which feels a bit chumpy, but hey, I've got 4 actions. And a Scholar. I mean, I was still thinking I could play Conjurer and Travel at the end of this round, just with a lack of other things to do. The other option is, like, Stone Oven, no bake. I could sow 1 veg. These are all pretty unexciting. And I could have played Party Organizer. Animal Reeve is coming out. Wow. Okay, so Animal Dealer is with El Scout. Okay, I'm not awking. Wood Carrier is a good card. Holy jeez. God, is Fencing 4 ever worth it here? Also, what would I freaking sew? I legit ran out of things to do. Am I fencing for and taking a pig? Am I taking 1 stone to set up a 2 stone grab later? I don't really need the Pavior Veggie, necessarily. I do need to start in round 13 for the cultivation to make sure I hit Woodrake. So I don't really want to be starting next round. This is odd. Just because I don't have that much I can do. Alright. Hello again, CW. Welcome back. You thought for sure Teal had seen Reeve? Apparently not. Would they have fenced different? I'm not completely sure. What do I need sown to be able to sow stage 5 and get Woodrake? 3 grain and a veg? And that's a lot of fields that I don't have right now. How did the gamble end up? 57k, pretty even. As long as the gambling's pretty even, I did a good enough job with the line setting. Alright. Animal Reeve games, fencing is super important. To be able to hold 3 breeding pairs early enough. It is cultivation. There is a case to be made for playing writing boards. I think I'm a little too short on wood to choose that, though. Get the obvious move out of the way. This could be start Trident, but I think fencing is more likely for Zizak here. Actually, this makes fencing the premier action at the start of next round. Zach fencing 14 when I think 13 is just as good with the Animal Reeve? It's a little odd. Yeah, I need to start for fences. The fun part is, I don't need to start with writing boards. There's the dealer. Yeah, I'm definitely starting for fences. Which means trough isn't necessarily important. The thing is, can I greed out a wholesale market here? I think maybe. Stone Oven is dead to me. I'm just gonna be playing Fodder Chamber at the end. I mean, if I can get 2 wood, or if I get 3 wood, it's amazing to... Yeah, okay, let's greed the wholesale market. And then take wood. If I end up only getting a 2-wood move, I can play Party Organizer for that last wood. This wood rake might be dead. It's not my highest priority. Next round I'm going fence sheep and praying I get a plow in round 14. Though with L-Scout at 5 fields and A-Train can't legally plow unless they come in with an overhaul. I might be okay on that front. Pray for 2 sheep, yeah. Reedstone, stone room. Phil, I gotta save 3 stone for this point bomb. Oh, I don't need to play Party Organizer for the last wood. I have Traveling for a wood. That grain is actually pretty helpful, too. Gives me flexibility on Fodder Chamber. Okay. No, I'm still in a really good spot. If 3 wood gets taken, I'd travel into 2 wood. Because I don't think anyone's taking 2 wood here. Maybe what I said about Zach fencing 13 isn't correct. I'll have, 2, 2, 4. Oh yeah, maybe it's not correct. Maybe this is better for Zach. 3 wood for A-Train. I guess they do want fences too. Alright, I'll travel if it's available. Got a Reno Joinery? Oh yeah, Skillful Renovator. I used Conjurer! Yay! This writing boards is gonna be nasty. I mean, my whole endgame could be extremely nasty. I still have a cow I can eat. Yeah, fencing 13 is totally fine for me. Well, it's not perfect. Well, if I do have time to play Drinking Trough, probably. So maybe it is fine. Okay, with this day labor move, I'm now guaranteed that 2 wood. So Zach took clay for the pottery, I guess. Yeah, it's... a point and 2 food? Really? Yeah, I mean, the 2 sheep need to be defended by someone, but I don't know who's going to take the time to do it. And, like, I could get cultivation if Zizak polices the sheep. Teal has to take 1 here. I guess that would work as a policing mechanism. But yeah, that's a good outcome for me here. Alright. Extra nasty writing boards moment. I don't actually need Drinking Trough, because I'm never getting more than 4 of 2 things. I guess cows could happen. So that goes for Urgent instead of Start. The 2 sheep are 1 billion points for me, and again, the plow pressure is not super high. This does look like it's just coming into Winland for me. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Stone oven here. That's fine. I mean, 4th pick fodder chamber is kind of ridiculous. Alright, will L Scout sheep sweep or not? The hope is that everyone else has too many points to worry about sheep sweeping because it might put you into 4th. I mean, I still have a very good game. But it is very possibly not winning if I don't get these sheep. All Scout starved themselves by sowing every grain. Yep. Not having grain to steam away or taste. Not having a cookery with Animal Dealer. It is awkward for sure. If only they had just one more round of childless grain. It is 3 stone. I guess to help with fencing pressure. We get the sheep. Everything's good. Everything's great. I'm about to get a 3rd action cultivation. Early cattle for Zach, saving the Animal Reeve. Does taking a pig actually work? Water Trough is with El Scout right now. Unfortunately, cultivation leaves me 1 short of wood rake, but I will plow sow 3 grain if given the chance here. A-Train taking wood. I guess I can plow regardless. That's great news. I mean, the fodder chamber here is also going to be particularly nasty. Behavior and Party Organizer get me up to 4 veggies. What else am I doing here? I guess a cow is 2 points if I'm fed. I'm not convinced I'm fed, though. I should count my food. That's what I can be doing here. I'm getting 2 more from Beer Table. I have 4 on a cow. 1 from Cultivator. Maybe 2 from Cultivator now. Unfortunately, I can't aesthetically plow here, because I should look like I'm saving space for a room. Early cattle needs a prereq before cattle market flips just for name's sake. Yeah. Should have plowed into 4th action cultivation. Yeah, I guess I forgot that Zach was committed to a pig here. But yes, I probably should have, and I had a good chance of getting away with it. That's a good point. I missed that. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure I just have the win already, so I shouldn't be too concerned. A-Train has played two Ox that I didn't see in the draft, Clay Hut Builder and Seasonal Worker, so they can't have Roof Baluster. So they're not running to Stone, which means I don't think they have enough ceiling to win here. Or floor, maybe is more appropriate to say. Yes, Rainier, I am treating everyone's channel credits with particular disrespect at this moment. Fodder Chamber's gonna be 6. There's 2 of you believers and a lot of doubters. Is that really the case? Oh, wow. It is the case. I didn't realize. Gray put in 20,000, and that means Rainier put in 11,000. And 11 people said I win by 5 or less. A lot of small-time doubters. El Scout plows a field. I think that's pretty good evidence I shouldn't have tried to wheel it. Wheel of Cultivation. Interesting. BMW's still out there, but I don't have enough stone for that. I guess a cow is not points because of capacity, unless I play Drinking Trough. Okay, so I can play Party Organizer here. Not that it does anything if El Scout grows without room. And not that I need the food anyway. It's really for the veg. So I might as well not take it. Right now I'm at 10 grain, so traveling is also somewhat viable here. Spiking the cow only takes away A-Train's Animal Reeve points. 3 points. Another move is 3 wood. I mean, there's so many ways for me to get a veg next round. I don't need to do it now. And I am not convinced the cow matters. Hopefully I didn't do bad math on that. Should be fairly straightforward to get traveling last action next round if I need a point move. Stables for A-Train. 2. And a grain. So I probably don't get a sow next round. Unfortunate. Yeah, the fencing is not quite as good for El Scout because of joinery, indeed. It'd be pretty surprising to not get plow first move if I want it. Whether I want it is a slightly more interesting question. 7-point cultivation if we count beer table for Zizak. 40, 43, or yeah, 43, 47 plus 3 moves for Zizak. I'm breeding 1, 2, 4 points. I have a 6-point fodder chamber here. I guess 5. Yeah, I don't see any reason to risk losing a major spot by being fancy and playing party organizer here. We're just gonna declare that I'm basically winning. Which probably helps me get more of what I want in this endgame. But we'll see. Fences for A-Train first action means El Scout gets to grow here, I think. Unless they think they're getting 2 cows, but they're not. So I think they grow. I think the odds of me getting So back are extremely low. A-Train wants... Well, no, A-Train wants the cows more. El Scout doesn't need to So bake. Because they can Ren Fence and then bake on the sheep move that they take with Animal Dealer. I might get So bake. That'd be nice. I don't think I need to fake out Overhaul, but I'm never building a room now for sure, so... This isn't much of a fake out Overhaul, this is just... It doesn't really matter where I plow. Pour one out for Animal Dealer? Yeah. Oh, cow here for Zizak. This could be a keep second place move. Plus 1 point. It does... Yeah, I guess me and I don't get So now, because A-Train would have rather had the cows, but this is their second choice. Alright, grain and veg are both a point for me. Stables is 2 points for me. What else am I doing? Cows were 7. I knew it was a lot. I guess I didn't quite look at how many. Where else are my points this game? I guess if I can grain on Conjurer first. I'm fed with a cow. If I go for one more animal, that is a point of fodder chamber, but then means my eating is inflexible. I don't really like that. So I think I go travel, stables, veg, and even party organizer -2 food is a veg. Just double checking that no one can take room stables. taking the cows. Yeah, I guess the cows is just correct in a lot of dimensions, but I think I'm just in too good of a spot here. I don't know how much I'm winning by. Other players have put up pretty good games here. Zach taking a pig point. Zach only breeding 2 points now, having already maxed out Animal Reeve. And I think I have 4 points. Wait, how many more points incoming? I'm breeding 4 points, and I have 4 points of moves left. So I'm getting to 57. No, 58. Fodder's coming in with 1 more point too. I'm getting to 58, right? Hellscout has a 2-point joinery move. 1 point of beer table, but then needs to feed. Wait, no, they're not taking... Well, they're taking Grove or Sheep Market for 2 points and a bake. But does that still leave them... Oh no, Bale of Straw. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Scout can still take Grove for same points. 1 building resource worse. Yeah, Steam Machine here. Plus Bale of Straw feeds them. And they beer table for 2 points. So Scout's getting to 54. Alright, doing Constable Protection just for fun. Wait. I almost only built 2 stables. Hey, Scout, GG. Believers in shambles? Indeed, I'm gonna win by 4. Skill issue. Now, whose skill is at fault here? I will ask. You're probably gonna say mine. Hey, Zach, GG. Thank you. Clearly the line should have been 3. Look, 5.5 is a plenty good line here. If I get Woodrake, I'm over. Yeah, you got super hurt by Animal Reeve. No idea why you did not take 1 sheep instead of the clay. Yeah, I don't think that helps you enough, but... I can't say for sure. Yeah. I think everyone was doing too well to solely hurt me, but that's only my point of view. And probably got some kind of bias going on in my head there. You predicted win by 5. Nice. No downside for you? I guess the clay was piling up. You could have taken the clay move at any time. There was a ton of clay in this game. But in the end, pretty happy with all my decisions. I mean, getting to Scholar on 4 rooms in round 9 was pretty gross. The only misstep, if you can call it a misstep, was going for Woodrake. Missing out on Trident one thing later. Which didn't seem to matter much. Oh yeah, you had Clay Miners in hand, or at least one of them. There were a couple. Yeah, pretty happy with this game overall. Obviously, I'm going to come in with a big score. Clutch Wholesale Market, you would have been too nervous to play it? Oh, I mean, I had so many veggies. I said multiple times I'm not going to rush out Bookcase, but it did fit to play it early relative to my other Ox. Probably should have fenced first action 12. Yeah, I mean, fencing was ridiculous. You didn't expect writing boards? Yeah. It was a nasty writing boards, but that is something you have to remember in the draft. I assume you took Beer Table. Points. Casual 6 points of breeding. And the win is by 4 points. At least it is a win. Way less embarrassing than setting that prediction up and then losing. But yeah, GG to everyone. Pretty well played game all around, I think. And I caught a couple breaks. Second most actions. Definitely coming in at the right times with the actions. 18 clay from the board on 3 actions feels good. Doesn't look like anyone took more than 1 or 2 play actions, though, besides me. We all got tons of food from cards. It was a very resource-rich game. Potential issue with Wholesale Market was the wood, yeah. And then I did have enough Ox down to... Yeah, thanks, Rainier. I win. I beat Zazak without the sheep because I hit Woodrake. I think that's probably accurate. I'm not going to count it out myself. You always wonder if Seducer actually does enough to be worth it. This is another game where you think Seducer probably didn't work out. I think I agree. Yeah, Seducer is just really hard to make work for you, and it opened up the queue just enough for me to get greedy with the growth. Thanks, RVDH. There is a unique thing in this game where starting in playtesting for D-Deck, I always thought these cards had like the same theme. I mean, they kind of do, right? Throw away a bunch of crops and a good building resource for bonus points. Played both of them in the same game. That's kind of special. It's probably been done before, but it's the rarity of, like, I don't know if I'll ever get to play these both in the same game again. That is kind of ridiculous. You're confirming with yourself, Zach, that I still beat you by 1 if you take... or if the table doesn't let me get the sheep. Fair enough. Spivey, you were in a game where a strong player seduced round 5 in late growth and it took them to win. Sometimes it works, but yeah, you need to, like, pray for late grow, and you're just throwing away so much crop tempo. It's not that you're not going to max your crop points all the time, but you do lose food by not being able to eat crops more aggressively. Don't understand why Teal didn't fence early to place another cow. Well, fencing was the early action in round 12, and I first moved it in 13, and they field fenced. So I don't know exactly which point in time you're thinking about. That's a dog. Seducer is like Lover, except more awkward and it never gets cheaper, yeah. You stuck to extremely rigid lines. That would be efficient, but it let me get too many good actions. I mean, I was kind of in a lucky position of having Pavior to take advantage of it. Like, my hand worked out really nicely for being able to sit right behind Childless. Like, that was like a blend of things. Letting me grow first, I think, was fine. A lot of people thought it was fine. Gray notably didn't think it was fine. Going for the fourth room? Yeah, I mean, I think going for the fourth room was a big thing. Obviously, I was able to do it super efficiently on 2/6 clay grabs, Renoing with the cheap Hearth. Which obviously is just amazing for the game I'm trying to set up. But yeah, also, at the dog, Animal Reeve came in round 11, at which point they were field fencing on Grow. So I guess you could say that they should have fenced 3 small instead of 2 big. Regarding L Scout's game, skipping... Oh, yeah, because Zach didn't protect start. Yeah, I think I agree that Decline Grow was probably wrong in hindsight, though I might have made the same mistake with Tasting and Steam Machine in hand. Having Wood Carrier does mean you could play both. Not sure if you should have, still. You didn't know about Animal Reeve, though, which is a big advantage for me. I do really well at these low major point ceiling games. I guess I have done more than one of them. That is for sure. I do have 9 points on the minors, yeah. Yeah, Mighty W, this was a quality game. This probably goes to YouTube, just for the nice breaks and nice outcome, nice score. Yeah, delaying beer table is the thing that I think it takes more skill to see, Gray. Because that is not an easy call to make at the time, I don't think. Alright. Nice little debrief there. Thanks all for watching. I think I noticed we had a really strong crowd. Really appreciate you all being here. Hope it was a good show. And yeah, I think I'm just signing off. I'm back tomorrow with another Agricola stream. Hope you all take care. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you all next time, whenever that is. Bye.